Welcome to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast with the Traders.
G'day with the Traders with thanks to Sportsbet. I'm Roy, I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
Coach of the Wandogs.
And Calvin.
Coach of a very excited Calvin.
Well, our first Thursday night teams of the year. It feels like a little bit of a drip feed though so far because we've had the last night's game, which the Melbourne v Bulldogs game. It's a great game to watch.
Yeah, great game to watch.
Great for fantasy if you've got Bailey Smith in draft.
Oh my God, is that really the first place we went?
Oh my goodness.
No, great. We saw the tick the box from McRae, 120. Dunkley and Treloar looked really good. They did what they needed to do. Max gone though. 79.
Yeah, he got smoked by Tim English.
What did I say?
Smashed him.
The set and regret. That's what I call it.
100%.
No issues. 6 free kicks against, and I would say he probably nearly dropped double-figure marks.
What was he doing?
I'll tell you what he did. He had dinner plates on his hands. Yeah, exactly. Right. God.
Anyway.
But he's going to be, if you've got him, don't panic. A lot of people do, and you don't have to waste a trade eventually getting him. But if you took a punt on English, well done to you too.
Well, and what was supposed to be a really tough matchup. But
I thought Steph was playing.
If you take away the 6 free kicks, if you give him the few marks that he fumbled,
he'll be fine.
There's a 120.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have a game tonight, which is Carlton and Richmond. And who are we locking in? Who do we need in our teams that we've all got there? Durden bench.
Yes.
7 or 8.
Super Huey.
Yep, George Hewitt back there.
Yeah, Super Huey's in
Patrick Cripps for me.
Patrick Cripps for me.
Not I.
You haven't done it, Cal.
No, I haven't done it.
Oh, didn't you remember that live thing?
I know.
Remember what he said?
I know.
Yeah.
Haven't done it.
Oh, dear.
What about Rioli? Is he in?
Rioli is in.
Oh, this is panic stations for me.
I haven't made a decision on that yet.
Right, Rioli's in.
Having him in unlocks all my bench issues.
Right.
Because I can pay up for dudes on my bench.
Yep.
I don't really want him, though.
Oh, who does?
Well, that's the thing.
Me.
He's a good value pick.
He is.
Regardless. Okay. But I just want something bigger.
For me, another one is Jaden Short.
Yeah.
I needed the coin from Chris.
Yeah.
So I've gone down to Jaden Short. So he'll play for me tonight.
I think that's been popular for a few people to do that.
That's like 60-odd K. I needed that.
Did you get Shorty?
At the moment, I do.
Same.
So we've got a little bit of half hour of power leading into this lockout, which is 7:25 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. If you are watching us live, you might be listening to us as the podcast, but it's probably gone up after the game started anyway. So
We're Amy chasers.
We love Amy.
Oh, we did it last year. He was pretty good last year, though.
He was very good.
He was still a good fantasy player
And
last year.
he was 6 points better off without Hooley from memory.
Right.
Per
6.
game.
Is that all? That's sort of a stat Calvin pulls to make it sound like it's big.
Well, a bit of natural development on top of that.
There
10
you go.
points. 10.
There you go. And a killer preseason.
Oh, didn't he just?
Right, bit of news floating through the day today. We've got some more debutants. The Hawks have said that Ward and McDonald will be playing there.
Cool.
We know that Jason Horne-Francis is playing now.
Yeah.
We've heard there for the Bombers, so we heard about Baldwin earlier, but now we've got Nick Martin. So 190k forward, who would be better than Baldwin as a fantasy option. That's the other thing about it.
Totally.
But
Do we boot Baldwin?
But I think Baldwin's job security is probably better.
Especially with Harry Jones out.
It's been great that he's in. I think I might do it with Martin.
What do you mean? On your ground?
Potentially.
Okay. Roy, listen to this.
Bit to do tonight.
Amy series, he scored 57, 42% game time.
So they don't rate him. They only put him on 42%.
But he'd been fast-tracked.
Yes.
Okay, I was joking. That's
SSP.
ridiculous.
Less
That
than
is
a month ago.
amazing points
Less
per
than
minute.
a month ago, he wasn't on the list.
And he's gone, we need you, bang.
The other one there
God.
is St Kilda. So we do have Jack Hayes playing. So we've got that ruck forward, 190k. So there's your R3 or could be an F7 or 8 or it could be a utility. He's in, so that's great to know with that. But the other one too was Mitch Owen. So 226k midfielder. Could you be doing that? And this is probably the question. Is it him or is it Hoff? Maybe those two are kind of that thing, or you could even throw McDonald in there because they're not basement price. That's the thing.
They're not. Oh, what sort of price is there between them?
Not much.
Not much, is it?
Yeah,
like 4K or something?
It's not much. I'm a Hoffy. I'm the hassle of the Hoff out of those guys.
I like the Hoff.
Yeah, I think he can score a bit too.
I'm squeezing coin right now.
I know.
Though. Like, I don't know.
I know.
I think we're going to be, whatever we do with any, what are they called? West Coast players, they should be okay for a little bit.
Well, that's it.
They
That's
should
my
be
theory.
For a while. It's a funny thing. They're also straight out if those other guys...
Yeah, and that's it. Any COVID stuff, and this will be interesting when we have those top-ups playing, is like they're there for a week because it's kind of only you're on loan as such for a week. So when they come in, we're not going to do that.
Now, Dog, you missed one because
Who'd I miss?
my boy,
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Mead.
Oh yeah, Mead.
He's in the house. Now, we don't have
official announcement. Rocky said this.
Right, okay. Well, that's enough.
Is that a scoop?
Yeah, that could be a scoop.
It's a massive squirt.
But if he's there, 190k mid, we're going to need that.
Yes.
We're going to need that
mead.
a lot.
I've got a need for mead.
You sure do,
So he
Roy.
could be your what would he be, Cow?
Oh,
Your
mate.
M8.
He is valuable. I'll
He's
put
your
it that
mate.
way. He's my mate, all right?
Yeah.
Mate. So those guys are there. We're going to have enough, but you're still going to probably have to be putting a few dollars on the pine.
That hurts.
It does.
That
It hurts.
is.
I've got a very tight squeeze at Destroy at the moment.
Yeah, same here.
All right, you ready to talk some teams?
Yeah, let's do
They're
it.
in.
I'm nervous.
St Kilda and Collingwood. And so you boys can get this up so I don't miss anything off the AFL website. You can go under matches.
Oh, okay.
And then teams.
Is
would
that
be
where he
great
finds
to see.
them?
Oh,
Good cow. So
good idea.
Mitch Owens has been named on the bench, and as has Jack Hayes, but they are in the 22. That's important to know that these guys are in the 22. That we did hear last year, some guys making their debut. Well, only one. It was Connor Downey, who was then the sub, which you don't want. He didn't even get on. For Collingwood, so we have got our mate there, Nick Dacos, named on the halfback flank with Pendles, DPP incoming, to go at full forward. Lipinski on the ball, Jack Crisp on the ball with that.
Okay, Lipinski.
Yeah, it's a good purchase.
He's an option.
He's cheaper than Matt Crouch.
Yeah, he's very cheap.
All right, Geelong and the Bombers. We've got Sam de Koning at fullback on the ground. That's positive.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to be a huge scorer, but we don't have much choice in the back line, is one thing. Playing on through their side there. Who were we looking at?
Nick
for
Martin's
them?
on the pine
Sorry,
there.
we're looking at the Bombers now.
Yep.
Okay, are you? So Tyson Stengel's named on the half forward. We knew that he was going to be playing.
Yep.
Some people were keen on Cooper Stevens, emergency. Francis Evans, he's emergency as well.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
Hobbs for the Bombers is an emergency, but yep, Nick Martin's there on the pine, and we have Kane Baldwin named at centre half forward.
Right.
Yes, that's where we've got that going on. Jai Caldwell on the bench for anyone interested there, but don't get, if you were picking him, just because he's named on the bench, don't.
Oh, you still do it.
You still do it. GWS and Sydney Swans. So for GWS, the key names there, where they've been named, on the ball, Stephen Cornelio. Flinny's the ruck because they've got Bruce out suspended this week. And Tim Taranto on the half forward. Probably no huge surprise with that one. For the Swans, where do we have Isaac Heaney? Centre half forward. Yep.
Means nothing, but
It does. You
but it
can't look into
looks
that.
bloody horrible.
Justin McInerney there on the half back with Braden Campbell, the other half back there. Callum Mills has been named. He's on the pine to start with. Brisbane and Port Adelaide.
Sheldrick, did you mention Sheldrick?
Sheldrick.
Rookie?
Is he?
Yeah, no, he's a 256 midfielder. So it's a no. But Paddy McCartan back pocket, Roy.
That'll do.
Paddy McCartan. You guys are happy to pay up for him on your bench.
I don't at the moment.
But
Tight squeeze.
at this point, you need someone back there, Destroy.
So Port Adelaide and Brisbane, this is at the Gabba. So Jackson Mead-Cow, he is in. Last on the interchange bench there. Where's your mate Zach Butters? He has been
Half
named
forward.
on the half forward.
Yep, that's okay.
Yep, he'll rotate.
Rosie's
into the-
named.
Yep.
That was rumoured no.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Brisbane there, so for those guys, so Callum Archie's got that nod at the half back. Answorth is on the pine for people interested in that one. Probably no one else really there.
Sam
except for the-
Skinner's on the emergency. A few people have had him sitting on their bench this
They did.
pre-season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mitch Robinson
and
sparked that, I
Sam
reckon.
Hayes is the other one as well. So Sam Hayes isn't there.
Right, very good
Which
point.
a lot of people would probably think he could have been the R3, so he's an emergency. For Brisbane, so anyone who's got their shares in Oscar McInerney, Darcy Fort is playing with him.
Right.
So that is there. Our man Harry Sharp, Roy, he's an emergency. So it's not going to trick us into picking him there. All right. For Hawthorn and North Melbourne, this is the first of the Sunday game. Remember, these are squads of 26. They get trimmed at 5 p.m. on Friday. So stay tuned to all of afl.com.au, the AFL Live app, and also social media. We'll get info out there. Sicily is playing. Any COVID rumours yesterday? I think someone might have been jumping at some shadows for that one. He's at centre half back. John Newcomb. Right in the guts there with Tom Mitchell and Jager O'Meara. Max Lynch has been chosen as the first ruck.
Okay. Interesting.
And I cannot see.
Josh Ward's on the
Reeves
wing.
is on the extended bench.
Yep.
Josh Ward on a wing.
Yep.
We like that.
We like that a lot.
and McDonald's been named on the ground at a forward pocket. So for North Melbourne, the players that were interested there, Taron Thomas has been named as an on-baller on the ball to start. So that's big. Horn Francis in the forward pocket, which we're all picking. Tristan Sherry is there in a forward pocket as well. And they are also playing Callum Coleman-Jones. Extended bench, but they did say he was going to play. So that's what they've got. So they're going to go with the three tools. Todd Goldstein as their main man in the ruck, according to that. Aaron Hawley's playing as well for those people in the draft because it was looking dicey whether he'd play round one.
Handy.
With his hammy. And then Luke McDonald back there too. He'll be a DPP addition, you'd think, this year from the mid-only heading back. All right. Next game, which I need to do a refresh.
Adelaide and Fremantle.
Right, what do you got there for the Crows, Cow?
Well, Matt Crouch, obviously on the ball.
Yes, good news.
A couple of
everyone got him?
Yes,
I've
he
got
is.
him.
Jordan Dawson on a wing there, Roy.
Yeah.
Rochelle, who is obviously very popular, he's in a forward pocket. And Saligo is on an extended bench, along with Wayne Miller. However, they've both been confirmed.
Yes.
Haven't they? So
as long as one of them isn't a sub confirmed.
Oh,
you wouldn't do that.
Well, who knows? We don't know. And this is something for Friday.
You'd have to
that you want
that.
to. Yeah, you'd want to be sure that they're in that 22.
Yeah.
At Friday at 5 p.m.
100%.
So otherwise, there's a little bit of a restructure.
That's a quite average looking bench too.
Oh, God, Will Brody.
I reckon they
in
hold.
the guts.
Yeah, Will Brody's got to be in your team, I think.
Will
Named on
Brody.
the ball. So is there a Nat Fife? No, Nat
I
Fife.
do not see a Nat
No,
5.
Nat Fife.
Just the fact that Will Brody was used so heavily in the preseason.
He's going
and
to be.
What box didn't he tick?
He ticked them all.
He did. So, yeah, he's got to be there. Sarong on the ball as well.
Yep. Now, Lloyd Meek's been named as the ruck. So
Okay.
no Sean Darcy.
Oh,
Sean Darcy
that's a good
has
point.
not
No Sean Darcy.
made the cut.
And looking at that as well, so Darcy Tucker's in that squad as well, and Erasmus too. But well, there hasn't been the call of Erasmus making his debut. So
No.
tipping that may not
Unlikely,
happen.
you would say.
All right, so quite a few ins here for West Coast. So in their squad, and I guess the bench is going to give away a little bit here, is Hoff, who's already been told.
Yep.
Nash is on that extended bench. So Patrick Nash, the former Tiger, he's there. And now the other players of note from that. So we've got Hugh Dixon, who has been named at centre half forward. Jack Williams is another one that we might need to look up.
Jack
He's on the
Williams
bench.
is on the bench.
He's just someone that has not been on any form of radar.
No.
And Callum Jamison,
They're going pretty deep.
Jack Williams is a 190k ruck forward.
right?
Gosh.
No,
go.
not happening.
That's
not
not
happening.
Jamison, Jamie Son.
Jamison is a 190k ruck.
Oh, no way. Remember the days we never saw one of them?
There's like 40 million of them, Roy.
So I guess we'll wait on that one, and this is the thing to do with the Sunday teams. Now for Gold Coast, Witts is playing, so anyone that might have had some doubts on that, he is suiting up and he's playing. Mabior Chol is named at full forward, so they will be playing together as expected. Now, Ned Moyle has been named on that extended bench.
Roy.
He was picked up mid-year last year.
190k
as a
ruck. Yep.
Yep. So,
Yep.
Just another one.
Yep.
and Levi Casbolt, Roy, he
Rocking
is
it.
there
Yeah.
in the team.
Breakout bolt. This is the year.
At centre half forward. So Jack Lukosius as well, for anyone that bought those shares in their draft leagues, seeing that nice average next to his name, I reckon that's going down.
I think so,
Gosh,
dog.
for you to say that. So Matt Rowe's on the ball there.
Matt Rao, yep, with
Delicious.
Noah
Nice.
Anderson and Took Miller in the guts as well. Those wings of
So-
Sharp and Ellis.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not get a defender, rookie?
We got DeConning.
We got DeConning and we got McCartan.
That's
I
it.
think that's going to have to be 7 and 8.
Roy, I'm sorry.
I don't think I can do it.
Well,
what
what
else
are
what
you
are you
gonna
going to how
do?
I'm going to do it? I don't know.
So you've got a
Just might as well
structure.
throw me
Yeah.
defence straight away.
You're like me. You've got a structure you like.
I do.
And you're not willing to part.
I'm
And
not.
the worst thing is, I don't think there's anyone on the radar coming.
Do you know what? Like, it could get drastic, and I love getting stupid in this.
Yeah, do it.
But it, like, someone with a bit on their head, like Xeri and Richelli,
Yep.
because there were so many forwards, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah. Where you got to chuck them?
Oh, just slice
Cut them.
Slice and dice.
Holy.
Gibcus is there if you
Guacamole.
want him tonight, but obviously it's the same price as
That's it.
as your.
That's something you got to do.
Yeah, I don't want Gibcus. No.
No, I don't want Gibcus.
McCartan's going to score better than Gibcus, yes?
Well,
I would think so.
Or at least equal to.
Yeah.
yeah.
With more job security.
Yeah. 45 and 55.
Easy.
Yeah.
Minimum.
A minimum. All right. So they're the teams. So you can check those out at afl.com.au, the AFL Live app. Green dots, if they're not there yet, they'll be coming very soon to help you with your selections.
Can't wait to see all that green.
Plenty of green.
You're listening to the official AFL Fantasy Podcast, and this is the Gold Diggers thanks to Sportsbet.
Right, we're pumped to have Sportsbet back with us this year, and we've got our Bet With Mates group going again. We're donating money to Freeze MND. So St Kilda Collingwood, Friday Night Footy is where I'm going first with these in my multi. We've got 20 or more disposals for Jordan De Goey.
Tick.
Playing a bit forward, but I think he'll get 20. Of
course.
30 or more disposals for Jack Steele.
Yes.
And anytime goal scorer Jack Steele. That's $25 at $6.25.
The fact that Steele is up against Collingwood, he is going to be massive.
Monster.
Massive.
Saturday games, anytime goal scorer is going on a frenzy here with 3 of these.
Go
with
dog.
Kane Baldwin.
Yep.
First game, surely
Okay.
he kicks a goal. You always see that.
You do.
Stephen Cornelio and also Lockie Neal as anytime goal scorers. That's $6.22 for my $25. I'll put that on there.
Oh, I like it, but I don't want Cogs spending too much time up forward, to be honest.
No. Not too
It'll be a
much.
50-50 split.
But
will
he'll
he?
float up there.
But he'll
Yeah.
snag one. Yeah,
Yeah,
one.
yeah, good call.
You can find Bet With Mates in the Sportsbet app. Start your group and share the moment of betting together with your mates. Conditions apply. For more details, see sportsbet.com.au. As always, gamble responsibly.
Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Here it is, Cal.
Okay.
We're back.
You know what?
What?
I feel naked.
Why?
Well, I didn't bring a joke.
Oh, didn't you?
No.
Didn't you?
Oh, people have been asking, are the jokes back this year?
Well, no one's actually told me that.
Oh,
I can give you a joke.
No one's asked me that.
have you got one?
Oh, I could think of one.
Okay, go. Right, because I'm going to talk captains. Let's kick it off with
Right, go.
the Man of Steel.
All right, all right.
Against Collingwood.
Right.
Last year, 157. Now, cast your mind back to what GWS did to Collingwood in the Amy. Yes, grain of salt. 4 guys averaging 121, all midfielders against Collingwood.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. He will have
Especially
a day
when
out.
we're talking one of the big dogs in the game.
Yeah, and I am not taking Jack McRae's 120. Excuse me.
Tell you what, you could take a donut in the back line pretty easy to get it.
I will turn my nose up at that, and Jack Steele, pay up for it and enjoy. Right?
Right.
Second pick, Andrew Brayshaw against Adelaide. Adelaide suck. Let's just get that nice and clear. His last 2 scores against them, 111, 132. Touk Miller, this is an interesting one. So he played against West Coast, in West Coast, round 1 last year.
Right.
68.
What?
Yep.
Oh.
68. Then went on the tear.
Right. He's playing their reserves this time.
They
so-
are playing their reserves. But anyway, small little flag there. Ollie Wines, he had 126 against the Lions last year. And in the preseason, they let McRae go, won that 143. Zach Merritt against Geelong. Geelong are always tough, but Zach had his second highest score of 143 against them last year. They're my top 5 captains. Who are you boys going to, Dog? Who are you looking at?
Well, I don't know. Brody Grundy is possibly my option.
Not on the list.
No, he's
Good
not.
try, though. Good try.
You got your VC on McRae.
Yeah, and I don't think I can do that.
Don't want to do a
Do you want me to tell you?
Unless I did a backline bench, Roy.
Do you want me to tell you a little bit about
But I can't
This
do
is
it.
what we do.
I can't
this
do that.
stupid stuff.
Brody Grundy?
Is that worth $100,000?
No. Maybe.
The 100,000 and the double points of the 120.
Brody Grundy had.
It's a fair bit of cash.
Hey, we're not talking about teams.
Okay.
here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay. Right, captain.
Brody Grundy, great captain.
Oh, is he? Okay, good.
Yeah, he's still on the list, but just not on the official list. He averages 128 in his last 4 against St Kilda.
Oh.
So there you
you're
go.
laughing.
Great captain. Now, Roy, who are you going? And I'll tick it off for you.
How about the Man of Steel?
What?
Yeah.
Are you in?
Hell yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm missing that. Dog. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Oh, look at Dog just
That's going to
slump.
be the year's first
Look at-
bloodbath.
Look at Dog Slump Millionaire over
depending
there.
on what I do now, I could get 3 190k forwards on on the field, and then Jack comes back in.
Jack's back.
Jack's back.
There's a few of those 190ks there.
There is. I'm loading up.
Why not?
Yeah, cashing in.
Why not?
This is usually where I tell the joke. But you know what? Next week I'm going to come. I need a theme.
Right. Knock, knock.
I love this. Who's there?
I'm up.
I'm up who?
Got him.
That is a shocker. However, still better than
Yeah,
anything
sorry.
Calvin can put out there, I reckon.
Got a question for the traders? Tweet the boys at AFL Fantasy or head to facebook.com/AFL Fantasy Official.
If you are tuning in live, you can tweet us at AFL Fantasy and we'll get to some questions here as we're going. If you had Petrarca as your VC, yes, Cal?
Oh,
Yes.
it's a bit too much.
How do
That's
you
too
take your donut, though? Like, is that the only option then in your back line if you did that?
I've seen people say they're going to get Bruce as their R3.
Now, this is breaking news that I didn't look at and we missed it. Jake Lloyd is not playing.
What?
So there's a first-round draft pick. There's
That's-
a few people that had him. He sat in my preseason team probably up until about February.
See, because
Jeez,
we
that
don't
saves a few people.
we don't get the outs.
Oh, man, my keeper league, I'm cooked.
Jake Lloyd and
Good.
Chad Warner as
Already
well, who
lost.
was a bit of a popular.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
See this?
So, no, Jake Lloyd.
We're so excited about these rookies.
Oh,
We've just
we missed
missed-
people. Well, you don't scan the
You
page
don't
for
looking for
he just
Lloyd.
never misses.
Patrick in the Facebook chat is asking, is Matt Crouch a must?
No,
No, he's not a must.
No.
No.
not a must.
But
not
he's
a must.
very good option.
Oh, I think he is.
Priced at what he is, he's going to be their leading CBA. He needs to be there, I think.
It's Matt.
It's Matt. A 110 guy he
Matt's
is.
good.
He won't
Okay.
be a 110, but
What will he be?
he can be 100. He can be 100.
That's
guy.
still 23 points
and
under.
that's why you need him in your
I
team.
feel like he's 100.
Yeah, he's 100.
He should be.
It's Matt.
It's Matt Crouch.
Interesting question here this is from Twitter here from Toby. Is it worth going Neil to Sarong to get Sherry up to Rioli?
No.
probably want
No. You're
Neil and Sherry, don't you?
You're not bending over backwards to get Rioli. Okay, the joke's on me, right? And he will be my big boy McElroy of last year, and that
Yeah.
paid off.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so he will be my big boy.
Look, Rioli, that cannot fail. He cannot average less
Than
than
55.
you're paying.
No.
So that's just a fine pick. He'll hit over 80 tonight. I would think.
You would think so. He better. Right.
But to answer that question, I can't remember it.
I wouldn't be dropping Neil to Sarong.
No.
Neil is great value.
Neil's
as
one of
it
those
is.
must-haves for me.
I think so.
That just reeks of something that I usually do.
Yeah.
That's a big meltdown. You can't.
Desperado.
Yeah, you can't melt your big dogs on the last couple of days.
Yeah.
You can melt a couple of rookies.
No late changes for tonight's game if anyone was checking in on that as well, which is positive. Dylan wants to know, Cripps or Chera? I think it's
Okay.
Cripps.
Roy?
I think.
Are they basically the same price?
No, there's a big
Chera's
price difference to
Chera's
take into
a fair
account
bit
here.
more.
Yeah.
I think you take the cheaper one here and you
Okay.
just ride that. I think Chera's going to score more than Cripps this year.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I think that price differential, you're probably just back in the inform skipper.
Okay.
Super fit.
All right. Crisp and Dawson. Could you pick both of those guys? Dawson.
How do we feel about Dawson?
Roy
Confused.
loves him.
I do.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Because
see.
he had
and
150 in a grand final. That's
yeah,
why.
so I mean, I picked him last year, so I already liked the guy.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see
Yeah.
some pre-season, a clear run up until game day.
At a new club,
Yeah,
no preseason games.
yeah,
That's a concern.
yeah.
I don't think you can launch into it, but it's one that you can adjust next week if you need to.
100%.
Andrew wants to know, who's your D3? I think it's McInerney for me. McInerney's more than Hewitt, isn't he?
It's McInerney for me. Yes, he is more expensive than Hewitt.
It is Jaden Short for me.
Holy hat.
Yeah, no mucking around.
Dean wants to know, Ivan Soldo
Straight over his head.
Ivan Soldo or
No.
Darcy Fort as your second ruck so you can spend up in the midfield? Is it a good idea?
He is spending up. If that's what he's doing,
How
They've got
much?
300s in front of their names, I think.
How much less will Darcy Fort score than Max?
Max.
Probably 10.
yeah,
For 1 week.
Agree.
For 1 week.
Yes.
I think Cal, this time last year you got rid of Max.
I did.
How did that go down?
Well,
for
ended
you?
up better than you, so it must have gone okay.
Yeah.
But I went.
Shows how much I made. a mistake
I
last
jumped
year, I
at the
reckon.
shadow of Rucks were doing something back then. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
And I went to McRae, and that's always fine because
Yeah.
McRae's McRae.
He is.
No, I'm not jumping this
No.
year. It's just one of those things you ride out. Because, as I said, it would have been 120 if he hadn't given away the free kicks and he hadn't clunked all those horrible
he had a
marks.
good game.
He would have had a great game.
Could you consider Archie as an option for your D5 or D6? That half back, which we're all getting excited about.
He's underpriced.
That's what we
no.
wanted Keane Coleman to be.
Well, there you go. If that was him, we would probably be all over that. But no, I'm not on the Archie. What is he priced at? It's about $350.
Yeah, so about what
It's enough
you
for
were
me
spending.
to re-scramble my team.
Okay.
No, not really.
Tom wants to know Saligo or Nick Martin. Obviously different positions there. You're paying a few more dollars for Saligo.
Really don't know.
Well, based on Nick Martin's numbers in the Amy, SSP player, I'm on that.
Yeah, you sold me with that.
I don't think Saligo's going to be there next week.
Yeah. And you're paying, what was he, 226?
wonder.
Yeah, 220.
You got to talk to your mate. We had a good chat last night. To Tom.
to Tommy
Do
Doo.
that.
I'll tell you what.
He didn't
one
have
of
him
the
in his
most-
team. That was one of the
Yeah,
things.
and when we brought him up, he was a little bit sheepish.
Yeah, he was all in on Rochelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a very
He's
good
almost
point.
like, who?
That's when mine was cutting out, and I'm like, what? I needed that bit.
Yeah.
Very insightful conversation.
Wasn't it?
It was.
Good
It was
addition
great.
to the fam.
Whoa, yeah, bring him.
Yep. At AFL Fantasy on Twitter, you can check the replay of that out, which is very cool. The Twitter
It was
space. We're going
very-
to try to use that a little bit more
Now,
this
Dog,
year.
what time is lockout tonight?
Lockout tonight is in 44 minutes time.
My heart
Now,
rate just
does the
increased.
ball lock out at a time or when the ball bounces?
So, unfortunately, no one can sit there watching it, and TV has a delay anyway,
Oh, I didn't know this.
No.
Okay.
especially if you're watching KO.
I've been caught out on that
does
a couple
get caught
of
a bit. But anyway, yes, it locks at the time. So always know that. That countdown clock is real. That counts down.
That got me the year, remember, I didn't do my trade?
Yes.
And I was all panicky.
Oh,
Yeah.
you.
And I was watching it going, it hasn't bounced yet. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
So then he emailed complaining.
Yep. Sorry,
Help desk,
Cow.
And Dog shut it down.
I said, nope. That was a chance for me to get ahead of Cow. Could anyone go Lockie Jones from Port as your D5? He can average 70 plus.
Yeah, he certainly can.
I
Is
don't
he
mind
cheap?
it. Oh, Lockie Jones is 370.
Yeah, right.
So he's in that mix and that range of those guys.
Yep.
You could do it. Yep. He had a good preseason game.
All right. Patrick wants us to rank these players.
Oh, here we go.
Saligo, Mead, and Hoff.
Hoff at the top.
Because of job security.
Yep. Everyone happy with that?
No, I've got a need
is-
for Mead. He's been in the system for years.
He's been
fighting
in the
his way
footy
into
record for the last 3 years.
fighting his way into the team.
Agree. I like Hoff's job security. The fact he scored 65 in the Amy
I
game.
think that's where you've got to go.
I like that.
I'm Mead one.
Yeah.
You're just being so tight, Roy. That's your problem. You're,
don't think
you're
so.
blinded by the dollars that you need.
I
for your
think
back.
you're being blinded by the dollars because you think he's more expensive, he's better.
He must be good.
I just know that West Coast need him to play.
That's true. And then as soon as they're right, see ya.
Yeah. I'm still... a Mead for speed is still in.
Yeah.
I think both is the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But-
I'm just thinking.
That's Saligo's a no. That's a no.
Mead's fought his way into this good team
Yep.
after years of
Being in the record.
deservingly.
Do you reckon? Oh, mate, Ken Inkley just keeps getting his record each year. Oh, good old Cal.
Meady's back again.
Let's give him one. Give him round one.
Yeah, love
You can
it.
have that. So who's your F5 now? What's your answer for that?
All right, let me have a look. F5.
It
F5.
might become James Sicily again for me.
D-
I currently
D5,
have
I'm
a
talking
D5.
about.
Sorry, D5. That was
Super
the
Huey.
question. Wow, because you've got three big boys.
I
D5.
do.
It's my big boy Macarioli.
Holy.
Sounds like a nice Italian dish.
What about Chapman as an option back there? There's a few of these guys in that 400-ish range.
I wouldn't be touching Paul Chapman. He's
Way past it.
Heath Chapman, Cow.
Heath Chapman.
You're
He's
across him.
got good ability. I wouldn't be doing it, but he's definitely got fantasy upside.
Just over 400. Geez, there's a lot back there in that price.
Yeah.
There he is.
You can get... What about... We're all on Miller, aren't we?
Yeah.
So at 378...
Yeah. And we've seen nothing from him, but
Yeah.
I'm just backing in what I've seen years ago. He's very good. He's very skilled
Strong
footballer.
performance in their last training run, playing in the good team.
That's grasping. at
And
straws.
we'll take that.
HG
We've
wants to
taken
know.
a good training run.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that.
HG has this question: Miller or and Sherry together,
Yep.
or Will Brody and Gibcus together?
No Gibcus.
It's not Gibcus.
Oh, but Will Brody's going to be pretty good.
no
Like-
Fife.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Why...
Gibcus can have his 45-50.
Who was it Miller partnered with someone else?
Miller and Sherry.
That's tough.
Where are you guys with Sherry at the moment? In your team?
He's in my team.
He's in my team at the moment. But 280K, it's like a rookie. It's like a rookie burn there.
Hopefully he's there in
Coming off a
week's time.
110. Coming off a 110.
The only fear is that there's 3 big boys in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't work, someone's out. Is it their
out.
big prize recruit that they got from Richmond?
Or is it their 34-year-old dinosaur?
That's who it
Team of
is.
the century cow.
Hey, can only last
Team of
being
the
there for so
decade.
many years.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Nah.
He's there for me. Is he locked in? Nah.
No
We'll
way.
see.
None of these cheap guys are locked in for me at the moment. Any
No.
one of them. They're all shaking in their boots.
Kabir wants to know, Saints and Pies. Now, do I downgrade Steele or Neil? Hang on, Steele or Neil to a cheaper option?
This gets nasty.
Steele or Neil to a cheaper option in order to get Miller to Sicily. I think I'm okay with Miller instead of Sicily.
I am.
I'm okay with that.
Now that he's been named that he's going to be playing.
That's about 130-odd K.
I don't think there'll be much difference between the two.
Well, 130K, you're saying about 15 to 20 points with that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Miller can get within that.
Miller should be a 70. Sick Dog's not averaging over 84.
There you go.
Is he?
No, definitely not.
A couple of people asking he's Sin in the team, but he's not.
Negative.
So, not an emergency either.
What's he out with, Roy, you reckon?
Sindez. Without a doubt.
Who are you going out of these guys here? So Connor McDonald for Hawthorn or Mead? Connor McDonald named on the ground in a developing Hawthorn side.
I think he plays.
240.
It depends.
Am I right?
If you've got an extra 50-odd K up your sleeve, you can do that. That's fine. I don't have it. I'm like you. I'm robbing the bank at the moment.
How old's the need for? He's getting too disrespected because he's
Let me just
cheap.
check. Let me just check the old footy record here. Need for speed.
Go back to footy record,
Jackson
1997.
Mead. Where is it written? You keep talking, I'll find it. Hang on. Need
For speed.
What number is he? He's not even on the list.
Oh, just find him.
Is he real cow?
Goodness sake.
I told you, kill a bit of time.
Okay, question for Roy.
Yep.
A ruck replacement for Darcy. Do you go Riley O'Brien? He's cheaper. Could you go Witts?
Probably not.
I think it's
guess
Riley
you
O'Brien.
just go Riley O'Brien.
Marshall, no Ryder.
No, I do like Marshall. I can't see Ryder coming back anytime soon either. It's
No.
Achilles. He's
Yeah.
barely trained.
Same old story every year.
But-
Did you get Meady's age?
Yeah, I did.
24?
Turned 21 this year.
Oh, delicious price.
yeah, prime time.
Yeah,
prime time for a debut.
My God. You've been talking about him since he was about 12 years old.
That's what it feels like.
Not all he
Hey,
is,
spot
21.
talent.
God.
Tim wants to know, should I keep Dixon from the Eagles? Hugh Dixon.
Well, I don't think we
Centre
need
forward?
to anymore.
No, there's enough
Yeah.
forwards.
Probably
It
don't
does
need
have the ruck forward status, which is handy if you want
It
that little
is.
swing, and especially when we might need it
I
at
think,
some point.
Yeah, I think Jack Hayes is going to take our ruck bench spot, and then our mates, a couple of those Bomber boys can fill out the spots in the up forward
you're right.
with Durden.
Nicholas is asking, Lloyd to Crisp or stick with Lloyd for another week? No, you want your 30 green dots this week.
He goes 100%.
Unless you had Petrarca as your VC, for example.
But
And
how
that
long's-
could be a reason to... We don't know what's going on with
there you
Lloyd.
go. We
That's
don't
the
know.
thing.
I heard this morning on
Uh-oh.
radio that there was a COVID
I
thing
heard that
at
too.
the Swans.
Yep, I heard it too.
So it could be part of that.
Yep.
No, it is not. I don't know if he's got it. Who squirted then? I got no idea.
Is that a symptom of COVID?
Goodness me.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. It's
If you're
definitely
picking
not a squirt.
for Derek, Miller or Steele, I think we've all been all in on Steele over Miller.
But there's
they're a
nothing
toss of the
wrong with
coin.
Miller. There's
No.
nothing wrong with
If you wanted to go the more
Majestic.
unique option, it
It's-
is Miller because he's not selected
I've got
by
them
as
both.
many.
Yeah. Gosh.
What?
I'm just so proud that you've got one.
Yeah, I know. It's
Very
big
proud
for
of
me.
you.
Yeah. I've mixed a few things up this year.
Crouch or Cripps?
I couldn't split them, so I went both.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's a little bit of price difference, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
See, and I can't afford that.
What is
if
it?
I had
How
the
much?
You're getting
choice,
tired, aren't you?
yeah, it is tight. It's probably 30K. If I had the option, I'd be going Cripper, just for the fact that he's 100% fit.
Yeah.
But I don't have that luxury.
No. Wonder what a Cripper will get tonight. I can't wait to watch that.
good.
That could be a disaster.
No, it's not going to be a
Nah,
disaster.
it'll be awesome.
Tim wants to know Brayshaw. Could you do it? Well, Cow, you got him in the captains.
Yes, you can do it.
Yep. He'll be
Too
unique.
right, you can do it.
He already played last night. We missed him.
The helmet variety.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Yeah, he'll be really good this year.
A few people asking about a Ralph Smith replacement. I think it's one of those fours, like a Nick Martin, for example.
Yep, you could do
Go
that.
down.
Yep.
there.
Or Will Brody if you can go up.
Go up.
Yeah.
Needing 130 or so for that, don't you? Yep. Or Sherry with a 20K could be an option.
Yeah.
Patrick, Sherry and Rochelle, or Brody and Nick Martin. I think that's Will Brody and Nick Martin for me.
I agree.
Look, the fact Fife isn't named and he's played on the ball,
He's going to
huge
start
CBAs.
Well. He's going to have a
Been
big score.
named in the guts because we know that's accurate when that happens.
Of course it is.
I'm big on Brody now. He's coming into my team. Hasn't been there for a couple of days.
Yep.
All right, well, that's it, boys. We better start doing our teams. We're, 35 minutes away from the second partial lockout. We better get our sides all rocking and rolling for that. Make sure you're hitting up afl.com.au and the AFL Live app for all the content that you need, whether that's just normal AFL news, but also our fantasy news. Fantasy Ready on Friday will help you out. Won't it, Cal?
She's a thumper.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of good rookie stuff in there too.
Lots of good stuff with that. And also just stay across social media. Friday, 5 p.m, we'll get our trimmed squads down to our 22s for those Sunday games. And there are a couple of important ones there as well. So be across that. 30 green dots as you go.
Yeah,
Any other
100%.
advice, boys, just before we go?
Just double check as the games roll out. Just make sure you got everything under control.
Try not to cull a big dog that you've had.
Yep.
You've been sold on.
Yep.
Have
That's
players.
where the rabbit warren of disaster starts.
You've got players in your team that are non-negotiables.
Yep.
They are just locked.
Yep.
Do not
And
go
only bring in
against
guys that have been training with your squad too then,
Yep.
Fair call.
unless they're a rookie.
And then they make it.
Like the Mead fella.
Need for speed.
Mead's sat in there though, hasn't he?
Mead has actually spent more time in my team than anyone else.
Yep. Love it.
All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll be back every Thursday night, so you can catch us live on Facebook from 6:15 every Thursday as we run through the teams. So good to have Thursday teams back. for
Oh
round one
my God.
again.
I thought that driving here. How good.
Beauty. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.